What's going on, everybody? What are y'all up to in the frozen wasteland that was formerly called Oklahoma? I'll tell you what me and little Laurie up to. We're up to a little bit of potato soup. That's right, we're going to make some potato soup today. I got my ingredients laid out here. I fried this bacon up in a soup pan. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the onions and the garlic. It's not going to be a complicated recipe. It's going to be pretty simple. It's going to be a creamy soup. And I want to cook these onions and this garlic up. Now if you want, you can add a little celery or something in there, but we don't really want to do that around here. Little Laurie ain't a fan of celery, and I have really never put celery in my potato soup before. And what we're going to do is I'm going to cook these onions until all the natural goodness and sugar get out of them and they start to caramelize a little bit. And it'll take a little bit for that to happen. It'll take a little while for that to happen. 5 minutes, maybe. But in the meantime, while that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and get this bacon cut up a little bit. And I like to chop it up small. That way it gets evenly distributed out through the soup. And I cut my potatoes in pretty good chunks too. And I'll tell you why. Y'all, I got this handy bo dandy potato masher that I'm going to kind of mash them down after they get cooked into the consistency that I like to eat. Again, I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting this up. And got my broth out. I don't know if I'll use that whole thing of chicken broth, but I'm going to use a lot of it. Because it's just me and little Laurie over there. She's bundled up. Yeah. Say hi, little Al.
Hi.
Yeah, she's over there. She's playing her little game on her pad there. Computer pad. She's trying to stay warm. She went outside and took care of the birds earlier. And I went outside and took care of them chickens. I got to go take care of some quail here in a little while. I bet they're about ready for a little attention. But the birds are great. My crock pots are keeping the water, unfrozen. And, everybody's doing pretty good outside as far as my animals are going. I hope y'all's outside animals are doing fine. I know a lot of y'all, raise cows and horses and chickens and birds, all these things. And I know it's tough in the wintertime. I know it's hard to get out there. You got to be disciplined. And they depend on us. We have to do it. You can't blow it off. But back over here to what I got going on, y'all. Yeah, it's almost ready. And you don't want to burn that garlic, because that garlic, it don't taste real great when it gets burnt. It kind of burnt, nutty sort of smell and flavor. But that's almost there. Another minute or two. And I'm going to put some milk in here and a little bit of heavy cream. And that heavy cream is what's going to turn this from regular old watered down lunch lady soup to some delicious creamy potato soup like your grandma probably used to make. And there we go. I don't know if you can see in there or not, but it's almost time to add this little bit of flour. And I left that bacon grease in there, y'all. I had 3 strips of bacon. You can add more if you like it. I had this bacon put up in the freezer just for this occasion. So 3 strips is enough for me and little Laurie over there. We're not feeding a whole big family, but if you're feeding a big old family, you're going to want to add, more bacon. More bacon. That's right. Now, I think my onions are ready, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this in here. Look at that. Look at that. About that right there. And I'm going to cook that flour. We're going to scrape this pan and get all of that caramelized bacon fat, all the drippings mixed into these onions. And we're going to cook it a little longer because you can smell it. You can smell that raw flour. And you don't want that. You want to cook that flour a little bit better than that. And brown it, basically. You don't want to burn it. You want to brown it. As soon as that happens, y'all, it's time for the broth, the bacon, the cream, and the taters. And you just let that cook If you want to put chives on it, you can. If you want to put sour cream on it, you can. You put anything on it you want, y'all. But the main thing you want to put on it is your lips. Put your lips on there, and you're going to love it. It's going to be delicious. Y'all, stay warm out there. Over and out.